we got?
Big ticket. The suspect's the president of Boston Liberty Bank, Pierce Stanton.
Head, sir.
This is Officer Henderson, Helen Gamble, District Attorney.
Okay, let's go take a look.
I pulled him over for a traffic violation. He ran a stop sign. I haven't touched anything.
And he confessed?
Just started crying and said he strangled her.
Folks, please just stand back.
Mr. Stanton, I'm Helen Gamble from the District Attorney's Office. We're going to take you down to the police station, and we'd like you to make a statement there, okay? We'll try to help you out.
I think I should call my lawyer.
Okay, that's fine.
Would you call him? His name is Bobby Donnell. I'm sure he's listed.
I didn't plan it. It wasn't like it was premeditated.
Just tell me what happened.
We've been fighting, which we've been doing a lot of lately. And she wasn't happy. She kept saying she wasn't happy about this, about that. It was building. Everything that I did wasn't good enough. Whether it be my personality or my sperm count or the way I rinse a damn dish. I buy her a $3 million home in Cambridge. And every time I drive home to it, I'm afraid to go inside because I know I'm going to get an earful of how I don't measure up. I get sick of it, Bobby.
Calm down and tell me what happened.
Like I said, we're having an argument. And she's saying she hates this, she hates that. I said to her, it's me you hate, isn't it? It's me. And she says maybe she does. So then there's some more screaming. And suddenly my hands are on her throat. Now, I don't even know what the argument was about, but my hands are on her throat and I'm squeezing as hard as I can. And suddenly she goes limp. I let her go.
Where were you going with her?
What?
With her in the trunk.
She had made plans to go shopping in town, and she had told some friends. I was gonna try to make it look like a mugging or something. Then I ran a stop sign. Believe it?
How much of what you just told me did you tell that police officer?
All of it.
Commonwealth versus Pierce Stanton on the charge of murder in the first degree.
Bobby Donnell for the defendant, Your Honor. Waive reading. Plead not guilty.
Helen Gamble for the Commonwealth, opposed bail.
My client has established roots in the community.
Murder one.
Even so.
Bail is denied.
Move for a probable cause hearing, Your Honor.
2 o'clock, put the defendant back in the lockup. Next case.
Any offers?
Bobby, he confessed. What kind of deal do you expect me to cut? Please, have a seat. How long have you been a police officer?
2 years.
Do you remember learning anything at the academy about the Fourth Amendment? What right did you have to open that trunk?
He was acting suspiciously.
We've got a problem, officer. You had no legal grounds to conduct that search. Unless I see he didn't have his registration on him.
That's right.
See, I think what happened is you decided to impound the vehicle. Once you made that decision, you then conducted an inventory search of the vehicle. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we need to be clear on that once you get in the witness chair. Otherwise, the contents of the trunk, together with the confession, will be suppressed. Are we clear?
Yes.
Good. You might want to get some coffee. You're on in an hour.
I pulled him over after he failed to stop for the stop sign. He appeared to be very nervous.
What happened then?
I asked for his license and registration. He didn't have his registration, so I decided to impound the vehicle. I then ordered the suspect out of the vehicle, and then I searched it, upon which I discovered the body of a deceased woman in the trunk.
What happened next?
He then basically broke down and told me he had murdered his wife and that he was planning to dispose of the body to avoid being caught.
Thank you, officer.
You said he was acting nervously.
Very.
Did his behavior make you suspicious?
Well, I suppose it did a little. He looked like he was hiding something.
And in your testimony, you said you ordered the suspect out of the car and then searched the trunk. What was he a suspect of?
He wasn't a suspect at that time. He became a suspect after I opened the trunk.
Well, you said you ordered the suspect out of the car. Shall we back your testimony?
Well, I misstated it. He wasn't a suspect until after I opened the trunk.
Okay. And when you went to search the trunk, was it because you thought he was hiding something there?
No, that was an inventory search. I had decided to impound the vehicle, so I did an inventory search.
And why were you impounding the vehicle?
Because he didn't have any registration.
The car wasn't registered?
It turned out to be registered, but he didn't have the registration on him.
And is it your policy to impound registered vehicles when the driver isn't in possession of the registration?
No, I didn't know it was registered when I decided to impound it.
Did you call on the plates?
No.
Isn't it normal procedure to call on the plates to determine whether a car is registered?
Many officers do that. I didn't on this occasion. I suppose I could have.
You suppose you could have. Did you tell my client you were impounding his car when you asked him to open the trunk?
I don't recall.
Did you call a tow truck?
No.
Why not?
I hadn't gotten to that yet.
When were you planning to get to that?
Objection.
Overruled.
I was going to order the tow truck after I did the search.
Officer Henderson, we all know how long it takes tow trucks to show up. It's your testimony that you planned to do the search first and then call for the truck?
Yes.
Okay. When you went to search the trunk, you didn't tell my client you were taking his car. You didn't tell him he'd have to get picked up by somebody or hitch a ride to the station?
No.
Your Honor, the defense moves to suppress the contents of the trunk together with my client's confession.
Opposed.
I'll hear oral arguments tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock.
Officer admitted he seemed suspicious. Thought maybe he was hiding something. So what did she do? She opened the trunk. And anybody with a law degree knows she made a mistake. This was no inventory search. She never said she was going to impound the vehicle. The police don't seize vehicles when the drivers don't have proof of registration. They just call the plates in to check. It takes 30 seconds. She never called a tow truck. She said she was going to do that after. Please. We all know what's going on here. They've decided to call it an inventory search to justify it. Nothing in the behavior of that police officer is consistent with police procedure on an inventory search.
This all hinges on what Officer Henderson was thinking when she opened that trunk. We have her word that it was inventory versus Bobby Donnell's ability to read minds.
Come on, counsel. How many officers are out there taking cars because the drivers can't find the registration?
Maybe she was a little overzealous. She's 27 years old. Young police officers get that way sometimes. So what? She hadn't taken him into custody. She hadn't placed him under arrest. He wasn't any kind of suspect. By Officer Henderson's own uncontroverted testimony, it was an inventory search. Defense counsel is standing up here asking you to read minds, asking you to play guessing games, asking you to suppress the contents of that trunk. Anybody with a law degree knows what happens if you do. Don't we?
Ms. Gamble is correct in her assertion. We cannot know what was in Officer Henderson's mind when she searched that trunk. But the court is certainly entitled to exercise common sense together with the benefit of experience when making its guess. She was suspicious of the driver. She admitted as much. The search of the trunk, in the court's opinion, was a result of that suspicion. And while granted that suspicion turned out to be extremely well-founded, it was nevertheless legally unreasonable. The contents of the trunk are suppressed. The defendant's ensuing confession is therefore also suppressed as a fruit of a poisonous tree. Ms. Gamble, I'm as disappointed as you are. This is awful, but we both know it's not even a close call. If you can get new evidence, refile, so long as it's independent. Otherwise, congratulations, Mr. Stanton. For now, you get away with murder. Adjourned.
I don't believe it.
I would hope you get some counseling, Pierce.
It doesn't seem right. I can just walk out. Totally free.
I wouldn't book yourself on Larry King.
What are you waiting for? Somebody to say, chin up, don't feel so bad? You should feel bad. You made a terrible mistake.
If I hadn't opened up that trunk, we might never have known a murder even happened.
Maybe. But because you did open up that trunk, you pretty much guaranteed he's getting away with it.
You've never made a mistake, Miss Gamble?
No.
I'm gonna go home and check on her a little. You know how she is about losing.
I should probably check up on Stanton. He hasn't even begun to deal with losing his wife yet.
How are you?
Me? I'm okay. Why?
I don't know what's worse. The fact that we freed another murderer, or the fact that it doesn't really bother us anymore.
Anything else?
No. Everything else can wait till tomorrow.
Okay, I'm on my way to Pierce Stanton's house. Just gonna see how he's doing, then I'll probably head home.
Have a good night.
You too. Where's he going?
You have one new message.
Lindsay, call me as soon as you get this. I just saw our little friend Pierce Stanton going to Officer Henderson's home. I think they pulled off the perfect crime.
To store message, press save. Message saved.
This is a warrant to search your house.
What?
Cynthia Henderson, you're under arrest for the murder of Elizabeth Stanton. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you.
Hello. What? I'll be right there.
What?
The police somehow figured it out. They just arrested both of them.
Case number 32345 and 32346, Commonwealth versus Pierce Stanton and Cynthia Henderson, murder in the first degree, conspiracy to commit murder.
Bobby Donald for Pierce Stanton, Your Honor.
Marcia Schultz for Cynthia Henderson.
Your Honor, this seems like harassment. The police are frustrated at losing Mr. Stanton, so they've hatched a conspiracy theory between Mr. Stanton and the officer who searched the trunk without any new evidence whatsoever, as far as I can tell on the incident report.
I have to admit, Miss Gamble, I'm a little curious.
We have new evidence, Your Honor. I have an audio tape, which I'm happy to play for the court.
Let's hear it.
Lindsay, call me as soon as you get this. I just saw our little friend Pierce Stanton going to Officer Henderson's home. I think they pulled off the perfect crime.
That was attorney Robert Donald talking to attorney Lindsay Dole. We then went to Miss Henderson's home and found Mr. Stanton and Miss Henderson together.
First of all, that tape was a private message from me to Miss Dole.
Mr. Donald is not the defendant. He has no standing to assert Fourth Amendment arguments.
Second, it's work product, lawyer to lawyer.
This isn't work product. It doesn't involve strategy.
How did you get this tape?
Lindsay Dole's my roommate. I pulled it off her answering machine.
Which is an invasion of privacy.
You're not on trial here. They are. And they cannot argue an invasion of your privacy as a
I
defense.
still maintain it's work
The
product.
case was over, doesn't apply.
Quiet. You might understand these two orchestrated that unconstitutional search of the trunk.
Yes, Your Honor. They're lovers. He kills the wife. She, as a police officer, illegally searches the trunk. The body and the confession are thrown out. And of course, it would be nearly impossible for the police to build a case independent of search and confession. End result, they get away with murder.
Well, aren't we clever?
Your Honor, that phone message should not
Mr.
be
Donald,
allowed in.
I had no choice but to set your client free the last time. But here, I am very much in charge. As Miss Gamble pointed out, your client has no standing to assert your privacy rights, nor do I find your little phone message to fall within work product. The charges stand. They'll be held without bail. And that is that.
I don't want to hear it. Get out of my office.
We're not getting out. Not until you look me in the eye.
I am
and tell
looking
me.
you in the eye. I wasn't about to let those two murderers go free. I didn't think it was going to jeopardize our friendship, Lindsay. I thought our friendship was stronger than that.
It was a private message.
The stakes weren't so high.
Come on, Helen. You of all people.
Me of all people, what? Was it a violation of trust? Maybe it was. Again, in the scheme of things. And you traded on inside information with me last year to much more tragic result. I can't believe you could be standing here complaining at all. Do you think I was going to sit on that information because you're my friends?
What if we get sued for malpractice? Do you think about that?
By a murderer? Yes, the jury will award huge damages.
Maybe we can suppress the tape as hearsay.
I doubt it. Declaration against interest, maybe even res geste, it'll get in.
What were you thinking anyway?
Lindsay.
Don't Lindsay me.
What, are you gonna attack me now?
Yes, Bobby, because that was a stupid thing to do.
I'm not even gonna listen.
You know Helen retrieves my messages for me ever since I've been sleeping here. I call her to get them because I can't call in myself. Oh my God. You know Helen retrieves my messages for me. That phone call was for Helen.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Bobby Donald.
Lindsay, just read your book.